Moving on with our SEO checklist playlist. This is the third video about technical audit. The previous two, the first one was about getting keywords. The second one was about optimizing the site structure. So this one is about technical audit. Important thing is that technical audit is a very complex subject and I'm not going to cover even the top of it, but I'll just give you some tips to get rid of the common fuck-ups that people have and to pay attention to things that can affect your SEO the most at start. So let's jump in. The first thing you want to do is make sure that your website is indexing well. And to do so, you have to take care of a few things. First one is the site speed. So make sure your website is loading as fast as possible. There are a number of tools you can use to check the site speed. By using the tools to check the site speed, you will get the score of your site speed, and you will also get recommendations on how to improve that. Follow those recommendations to make sure that your website is loading as fast as possible. Second part here is your HTML code. Again, make sure to not use any Flash technology. Search engines cannot read that, and the HTML code you have should be neatly organized and it should not be too heavy. So do not add any trash to it. Make sure your HTML files are light and easy to read and understand from the point of view of the search engine crawling bots. Third, make sure to not index any service pages such as your admin panel, login and password pages. Everything that should not be indexed should be hidden in robots.txt. How to work with robots.txt, you can find a lot of information on that online. Again, go and do your research. Second part, getting rid of the duplicates. This is a very common mistake. So the first thing you have to do is set the primary version of the website with www or without www. Search engines see the www.website.com and website.com as two separate websites, or more importantly, they see the www one as a subdomain to the website.com, and the subdomain, any subdomain for any website, is seen as a separate website. So you don't want that to be happening in your Google Webmasters panel. Go and set the primary version of the website. Second, set up the robots.txt file. I mentioned it in the previous step. Go and find information on how to set up the robots.txt file. So make sure that Google bots can access your website and read it and have access to all of the important parts of your website. If you have pages that have similar content, make sure to use rel canonical tag to specify which page is the important one and which page is a duplicate. Rel canonical or no index for pages that should not be crawled by Google and should not be accounted for. Third important thing for technical audit is making sure that users and Google bots see the same content. You want to make sure that you don't get any penalties because of that. Next, make sure to use a reliable hosting provider. Find a reliable provider who doesn't break down every other day, because if your website is down and Google bots visit your website while it's down, they will decrease your crawling budget. They will stop visiting your website as often. They will stop indexing pages as often because they will know that your website is often down and it's not a good website. It will not rank as good and will not be indexed as well. And the last for technical audit, but not in order of importance, make sure to register your website in Google's Webmaster Panel. Make sure that you have gone through all of the recommendations. You specify the country, you specify the language, you specify the primary version of the website. Google's Webmaster Panel has a lot of recommendations on how to optimize your website. You can submit the sitemap there. You can see which pages are indexed or not indexed. You get all of the information about your website and its technical state on the Webmasters panel. Once you're done with these steps, I recommend going to SERPstat and running an automated SEO audit or using any other tool for that. SERPstat provides 100 pages for free after registration, so you can check top 100 pages of your website, so the main pages and 100 pages below that, to see if you have any technical SEO issues such as duplicate titles, duplicate descriptions, 404 errors, missing pages, links to non-existent pages, and so on and so forth. That's it for this video for technical audit. In the next one, I will tell you about content optimization, how to work with content and what to do with it. So again, as usual, that video is already available because I'm recording these back to back and I'm separating these just so you can navigate through them easily. So go ahead and watch the next one about the content. Thank you.